good sign, is it? Oh, is it? What we haven't got is the USB-C connector for my MacBook, because that is at the shop. It's being used to connect a barcode scanner to a USB-C in a MacBook. So, do you want to... I need a browser, don't I? Let's go to Chrome, see if we can get that started up, booted up. So I'm blind at the moment to comments, so I have no idea what you guys are saying. But I do have a knife, which I was using to cut open some Kali helmets, which have just come in. Literally just come in, brand new colorways. In fact, you'll see it on the weekly vlog, because I've just been recording that as well. So, yeah. You'll know more about that. Mario, can you see any of the comments so you can give me some heads up on what's going on? In fact, if you bring my mobile phone, I might be able to have a quick look somehow while this boots up and goes, I gotta start up. Do do do, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Thank you. Oh, that's a good idea. Get the old MacBook out, and then this will all just boot up instantly and work. Are you already logged in, Mario, to the live show one? Hey, there we go. Oh, okay. We got no sound. People are saying no sound, no sound, no sound. Fail, fail. No audio. Lol. Ian is awfully quiet today. Off to another great start. Brilliant. Can anyone lip read? Good. He's back. We have sound. Brilliant.
Yeah.
What didn't Mario do then? Tell us what you didn't do.
There's some issues with...
Is there issues, or is it you didn't press a button?
Not quite.
Not
I'm
quite.
trying to fix it, but it's a bit challenging.
He's trying to fix it. It was a bit challenging. Minus £1 per hour for Mario. It should be a credit-based system where any errors, yeah, just minuses off. It's like a sliding scale. Trouble is, he'd start paying me then, wouldn't he, to work? Interesting thought, that is. He's back. I have to hear here words. Welcome, Ian, Mario, and Timer. Timer, yeah. Dave Ben, do you want to PM me on Facebook? Technical difficulties, please stand by. Here we go. Mario's getting fired again. Yes, again, it's the 88th time Mario's been fired. Ian Williams is on. He has an InMotion V8, an MSX 100 volt. Has anyone got more wheels than Ian Williams? He's got an InMotion V8, MSX 100 volt, KSS 18, another MSX, 4 wheels. 4 wheels. Who's got more? Tell me the names of your wheels if you have got more. Yeah, there we go. Let me have a little look. So now I've got to try and work out how do I log into here so I can actually see the comments on here. We got the backup of having that. Who has been riding this week? Because if you live in the UK, you have had glorious sunshine. I've ridden today. I have not ridden an electric unicycle today, though. I rode the e-bike all the way into Ross-on-Wye, into the shop, which was a mistake because now I can't feel my legs. So it's 12 miles there and 12 miles back. Nightmare. Mario's not bothered, are you? Mario, would you like to ride in with me to the shop one day? Because we're on a health kick, aren't we? We've got new targets set as of yesterday. Set in stone. No going back targets. It's written on the wall. You'll see it in the weekly vlog. This is terrible. I mean, it's not even loaded the dashboard of YouTube. Oh. Starting to. It's a Toshiba Windows laptop. Hello, Tosh. Got a Toshiba. It's got a flat, a square, a rounded tube, something like that, wasn't it? The advert. Okay, I might now be, and if I go to Speedy Feet and type that into YouTube. Oh, it's seized. Hold on. Nope, it's back again. Type in Speedy Feet. What do we get? It's just loading. Oh. Is it show 95, Mario?
Yeah.
It is. Where's the shortcut key for the sound? I can mute it. There we go. Nothing comes on the screen to let you know, so perhaps it's Windows key and no, it's FN key, isn't it? And then down. There we go. Oh, playing an advert. Here we go. Ian Sampson's got quite a few EUCs. Yes, I don't think we can include me. The people that are banned from that. Who has got? Try and work out how to operate Windows. Yeah, it is a challenge. It's a real challenge. I use Windows for years. Oh look, Google algorithm, the real smart algorithm, is advertising some software that I already own. Excellent. Gloves arrived. Great gloves. Thanks, says Tony. And Tony ordered some gloves off the back, I believe, of winning the Find the Freaky Creepy Knittle Dude competition. He's the only winner so far. Ivan has got InMotion V5F, a King Song 16X, a KS18L in red. Go and check out electricpeople.org if you haven't already. Gotway MSX and a veteran bing 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 Sherman. 5 wheels. He's got 5. Anyone can beat Ivan. Can anyone beat Ivan? Is Mario going to try and fix Jonathan's wheel? No, he is not. Jonathan can get himself out of his own mess. And if Jonathan's watching, Jonathan, you can get yourself out your own mess. He's got to take that wheel apart and fit a motor, and he's going to do a video on it, Jonathan, is to see how easy it is. Old Trapper here, still Germany, still the same setup of wheels, and e-skate and scooters, and 5 kilometre more than last time. Ian, did you find any difference with Monster Pro Gen 3 board? So the main difference, hopefully, is going to be basically the range with that, and I haven't had a chance because John and me went 1 mile. Well, we went 4 miles. If you haven't seen it already, you need to go and check out the video that we put up, the weekly vlog, which went up Monday, where you get a little insight into what happened there. This great 60-mile ride or whatever it was supposed to be turned into a 5-mile ride because John had a small accident and got a puncture immediately. But he also, unbeknown to us, had cracked the rim of his Sherman by going down some steps over and over and over and over again, practicing the week before or a few days before. And did some jumps in the woods as well. And funny enough, it damaged the wheel. And so the rim split, basically. Managed to break it. It's Jonathan, isn't it? So just sold the trials bike, the electric trials bike. Just collected at 2 o'clock. And that one, John managed to break that one. So he rode that. He was in my driveway and it was sat there. And I said, by the way, I got off it. I said, this is how it all works. And I rode it around a little bit, got off. I said, look, John, by the way, got off it and I handed it to him. I said, don't touch that throttle yet. I said, this throttle is really, really, it's feisty. You touch it and it's just going to go like that because it's electric, huge amount of torque straight away. And so I just sort of leant across and I said that to him. He said, yeah, I ride motorbikes. Yeah, and he does. He's got a motorbike license. And in fact, I think he sent me a photograph of him with a motorbike as proof that he could ride motorbikes. Anyway, I handed it to him. He grabbed the throttle as he was getting on it. He must have pulled the throttle back because it whipped up, went into a wheelie, went over so far that it ripped the rear mudguard off, and it went down my driveway with him chasing after it, holding on to it still, the throttle. Yeah. And somewhere we got half of that on video. It wasn't quite fully caught, which is a big shame. I think the half it's got is me lying on the floor laughing my head off in tears as John felt so guilty for this bike I just recently got kind of thing that he'd snapped the back end of it off. But that's Jonathan. There's not a lot you can do about it. If you need to test anything, if you're coming up with a new design for anything, then by all means send it my way and I'll put it in the hands of Jonathan and we'll soon find out if it will survive anything. So, need to test anything, if you're coming up with a new design for anything, then by all means send it my way. David Ben says, I can barely ride the one I have. I think Amy will comment on the high quality start to the stream when she rings. Possibly, she might do. Well, that's weird. Yeah. I need to do a pop-out chat here, I think, to close this video down. Will Windows crash if I do that? That's the question. It might do. There we are, I've got that now. So that's that one. It's not loading now. I did wonder if it would crash out. No surprise. Hey, there we go. So with the Monster Pro Gen 3 board, I'm yet to ride it any distance, basically. I think I summed that up pretty quickly. But where is the Monster? It's not in here, is it? Oh, that's on the wall. Mary's put that on the wall. That is brilliant. What a total waste of time that was. Cam got a charger for it. Did you try your charger, Mario?
Yeah.
And it still didn't work.
No.
It didn't take a charge. So that's a slow death, that one. Thank you very much. They've still got power in it, 50% power. Thank you. But eventually it will wind itself down and it will die. The 18S I took in as a trade-in. You've seen it on the weekly vlog maybe. If you haven't watched that. I took it in as a trade-in. Both wheels that came in, they were knackered.
Can you put the pop-up chat only half of the window, please?
If we got something else to fill it with, yes.
Yes. Well, I just need half of the window of the chat.
Half of the window of the
I'll
chat.
put you in the other half.
You will put me in the other half.
Yeah.
He says. Let's have a little look. So let's do that. Mario wants the pop. Oh, the mouse cursor changed.
If you
Oh,
still too big.
I thought there was a way of shaking this in Windows to get
If
it to
snap it to the half of the.
snap it. Oh, full screen. Brilliant. That works well, that snapping. So take it here, shake it, boom. Shake it, boom. Boom. I love Windows. It's a bit like Android, isn't it? It's a bit scatty. It's like, quite do what you want it to do when you want it to do it. Let me just, I'll do it manually.
No, just.
I got it. Oh.
Reduce to like a third.
Okay, to a third. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, it's a bit glitchy. There. Any good for you? Sorry, Samara, I thought you'd said that beforehand, but yeah. But he's already down £1 an hour anyway, so that's what they've recommended. They are, well, some were quite harsh. They were saying to fire you. The other was saying just deduct £1 an hour. Do you think that's fair?
No. I need to
Real Talk, thank you very much. Real Talk, $4.99. Will there be a Nicola Plus version 2, Ian? When will you accept Bitcoins for your payments? Bitcoins? Should we accept Bitcoins? Should we accept Bitcoins? So people comment below. Should we accept Bitcoin? Disappointed by the lack of biscuit, cake, donut so far. Well, we're on a diet and we got loads of weight to lose. Oh, Jonathan Worley's here. Android rules, he says. Rules what? The best at crashing and not working properly. So, Nicola Plus version 2, I have no idea. Really sorry about that. Can't really answer that question. Bitcoins, I'm waiting for you viewers to vote on whether we should accept Bitcoins. I haven't missed. I watched those videos from you and John. Will Jonathan be fitting in you? We have done that already. Excellent question. Wrong Way just replaced his Sherman with a new wider rim and motor. New video. Interesting. Have you seen a new wider motor and rim for Sherman on Wrong Way? Interesting. Both the same comments back to back from two different people, Greg and Ivan. Mario mentioned something about that a couple of minutes before the live stream. I suspect he's got all the information ready to put up on the news segment. No, there is not got that. Ian says, if you watch Wrong Way's latest video, the Veteran Sherman upgrades, there's a new motor out. Might be helpful, Jonathan. He seems to need a new one. Hope this helps. Yes, he does need a new one, but unfortunately, even with, if you had a motor that wide, then he would find a way of breaking it. So if it's that wide, made of titanium and diamond, he'd still break it. So, yeah, very likely. Hello from Las Vegas. Hello, Money Mango. Jonathan wants to point out that he is no idiot. Jonathan is. No to Bitcoin. I don't understand it. Optimus Prime says no Bitcoins. Tony Pickering says no on the Bitcoins. Ricks and Jacks says John's recent video was brilliant. Couldn't stop laughing. Not so good for John, though. Sounds like an expensive day. As always, it is an expensive day. When Jonathan comes on board, typically it will be a very expensive day. You can guarantee it. And it's never usually anyone else apart from Jonathan. So let's make a Jonathan-proof wheel. Yes. Ha. That's an interesting one. A Jonathan-proof wheel. I mean, not owning one would be a way of doing it. That's possible. That's an easy route to that successful venture. We've got 2 people say yes, Bitcoin. What's up from Brazil? Hello, Leo. Welcome to live show. And we have got viewers' videos, the final competition. So 3 viewers' videos. Are you going to play all 3, Mario? He's left the room. He's going to play 2, apparently. So you're going to play the 2 viewers' videos, are you?
Both videos got 9 votes.
Both videos got 9 votes. So these 2 videos are going to play now. And so what you need to do is vote on which one you want live. Jonathan says, check your WhatsApp. Let's have a little look. I'll go check my WhatsApp, he says. Jonathan said he can't watch the live show because he's busy working. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I'll try and zoom in.
Yeah, you got it. And I got that picture. So, yeah. Brilliant. Thanks, John. Good man. Yeah, so let's watch those 2 viewers' videos and then you've got to vote on which one. Are they numbered?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Seago EUC Z10. He says, I counted 11 for number 10. That brings in the question, does Mario lose another £1?
I can only find 7. 9.
You can only find 7 or 9. You're going to have to recount, aren't you? Ah, brilliant.
I'll play them.
I'll play them. He's going to play them anyway. And then we'll see where it's at. So let's go. Viewers videos. Viewers videos. Okay, so we got the votes coming in. We're going to go by these votes now, and everyone's voted. We got 7, 10, 7, 7, 10, 10, 10. There we go. Ian Williams, you need to comment if you want Puppet Man, creepy, super freaky, creepy dude. You need to comment in that week's vlog to get the times. So don't give them away there if you're right. Should only appear twice, theoretically. So that's the theory anyway. 10, 10, 7. So we're going to count these up. There's a lot of votes coming in. And there's a fight between 7 and 10. Seago EUC Z10 has voted for his own video, which is allowed, by the way. You can vote once for your own video if you wish to do that. So there's a battle going on at the moment. We need sound effects with every vote that comes in, like 7 versus 10. Let's see what happens. So we got steep wall climb versus a jump off, a dismount and a mount, and Pops riding the M10 3. which is pretty incredible. We need more of that. So we'll let those votes roll. And so what I've been doing recently, so whilst you're voting on that, I'll let you know, and I'll also double check Facebook, is riding the EX. So the EX, I'm trying to cram the miles on it. And one thing we realised today, we got a customer who smashed up his Monster Gen 1, I think it was. Gen 1? Might be Gen 2. Something like that. I was thinking, I could probably sell them the X demo one we've got of the Gen 3 Monster 100 volt that we did a video on. And when I went to check the videos, we've only done one video, which is the unboxing and range test. So I've kind of let that drift. It's been sat in the corridor waiting to be continued to be ridden up to 1,000 kilometers. Just haven't done it. So, yeah. So I'm going to try and cram all the miles onto the EX. I had a decision to make today. So we're trying to lose weight, me, Mario, and Mike, to see if we can lose. I'm losing 4.5 kilograms, I think, is the goal. And Mario's losing 4, I think. And Mike's opted for 13. So actually my goal really is to get Mario. What was I supposed to be getting down to? 13 stone something. 13.3. I love waking Mario up. How many?
90.2.
90 point. That's what I got to get to. Isn't that what I weighed? Nothing. Silence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
13 stone.
30.
And 3 pounds.
13 stone and 3 pounds I'm supposed to be getting down to. At the moment I'm 90.2 apparently kilograms, which is pretty heavy. So we started yesterday. People voted multiple times. How come? I'm not sure how come they voted multiple times. We got Old Trapper Tom has voted 1, 2, 3 times, but of course it doesn't matter because it doesn't count. So it's only each person, each username gets a vote, you see. So I'm probably Old Trapper Tom if you stop voting 7 because it won't be counted. It just means Mario's to keep going through, checking them out, a double over in it all the time. He's also put 4 in, but 4 wasn't in the competition, so, you know, there is that. We could just not count anything from him because I don't know which he wants now. Do you want 4 or do you want 7? We'll count your 4. We'll go with that, 4. You want to vote 4. Yes, so I'm on the EX trying to stack in the miles so we can get the next video review up of that. At the moment, it's running absolutely fine. It's really, really nice wheel to ride. But also, I want to continue on the Monster Gen 3. So I was going to ride into the shop in Ross on White today, but I didn't. I went on the electric bike instead, so as in push bike. You counted 3 7s and I put a 4th. Hey, very good. 4 7s. So there we go. Mario, have you got a picture of someone's KS16S or was that on Electric People? Mario was talking about a bit of a thing we could talk about, which was the KS16S. Is the shop open yet? No, it is not. Probably in about 4 weeks, approximately. There's a huge amount of work to do. It is crazy. Let me have a little look to see if I can find... It's a video, is it? Have you got it, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what this is someone's fitted suspension, wasn't it? DIY job to a KS16S. And Mario's got a little video of it, apparently, so you'll play that now.
My name is Aldor65 and I will tell you more about the suspension that I've made for my KS16S. And I will tell you what is good and what is bad in my design. But to ride my EUC off-road, it was necessary to have suspensions to protect my knees and my back and to be more safe. I have decided to use a swing arm like the rear suspension of a dirt bike. I use a crank arm and a bottom bracket from a bicycle. I use also 2 steering rods to make a parallelogram so that the pedals are still at the horizontal position during the travel. I use a shock, which is very similar to the one of the S18, with the adjustment of the rebound. All the suspension system is fixed on the bracket of the pedals.
There we go. So I think you can now hear me. Yes, you can. I was
I
commenting,
still
but
can
you
use the
didn't hear any of
trolley,
that.
which is very useful.
I like his dog.
And when I will switch off my wheel, you will see what is the first negative point of
This is a lot of
my
engineering, isn't it?
suspension. This suspension system is not balanced. There is much weight on one side,
Good wheel to do a project, aren't
which is about 2 kilograms more, and this is a problem.
they? How's that working then? Is that... If it can press down,
But
then is that going
the
to go
positive point
down?
is
Is that
that
whole
now
framework going to move
I
down,
have a
or is it
kickstand.
fix that frame?
To remove the suspension, it is just necessary to remove the 2 bolts. Then after you can move out the wheel from the suspension.
Oh, wow. It just comes off. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive.
The system
a
is
good idea.
totally independent.
People are great, aren't they? Come up with these ideas.
I have made the power pads by myself with a 3D printer. The side panels are made of wood.
Can I hear it? That's the question.
And you can see the structure made of laser cut steel plates.
That is nice.
I keep the brackets for the pedal. You can see the rod. And you
Is that
can
crank
see
off the bicycle?
the travel. I have 90 millimeters travel, but with a sag it remains on between 40 to 50 millimeters. And here you see the second weak point.
No, it's a bit lower. Ow.
Voilà. Bah oui, hein.
Straight into the ground.
Planté là. Là. Ouais, ça passe pas. But now let's talk about the positive points. This wheel is very comfortable now and very safe. You can see on this path there are dry tractor wheel trace. Usually it's difficult to ride on it, but with the
I agree, it
suspension
would be.
I don't feel anything.
Wow.
And the wheel is still nimble. Finally, the unbalance on the front is not a negative point. It brings more stability and I don't have any wobble anymore.
I mean, there's a big rutted tractor tires.
Here is a paved road. I assure you that before I was not so confident riding this portion. But now, again, I don't feel anything and it is very stable.
You could have a
Now
wheel on the front
I
of
am
that.
not anymore scared to go on this bridge.
Where the front is, if you had a cutout, you could have a little wheel on it.
And in this field, I can ride with confidence and I'm not scared anymore and can go fast and I can feel the freedom to go anywhere with my EUC.
That's cool. I like that. That's really good. Wowee. People putting effort into things. And actually, he looks like some recycled parts and components in there as well. He's able to repurpose, which is pretty neat. I say the only thing really is a ground clearance, isn't it? On that front end, like he showed that accident, just smacked straight into the ground when he tried to go up a steep bank. But then the things like the one wheel have that issue as well. So the one wheel, like the skateboard thing with the single big fat tyre in it, they have ground clearance issues in comparison to normal EUCs. So people ride them around all the time. So it can't be that bad, can it? I quite like the idea of having a big fat tyre on the front. So if there was a cutout, that tyre, rather than it nosediving in, it would roll off. Possible. So you're more likely to clear something rather than it digging in. If you had a fat roller tyre on the front, thin one, it might just go up and over instead of smacking into the metal. That might be possible. Just a thought. He's got an idea, could kickstart people trying their own designs. Yep. Surely be easier to wear springs attached to your shoes. Maybe, but then you'd have less control, wouldn't you, on the foot plates? So if you put springs on the bottom of your shoes, you would be all like this, all wobbling all over the place, and the machine wouldn't be following what you're doing. So you do need to be rigid to the machine. It could be easier to create a design, I suppose, off the footplate pillars that you're stood on solid footplates, but underneath them as springs. That might be possible. You have to have really strong springs there, wouldn't you? They'd have to be adjustable for different weighted riders as well. So it's one of those things, we actually start doing it, it's like, this is actually significantly more difficult than I thought it was going to be type job, isn't it? So, but yeah, fair play to him for actually trying something different, which is pretty good. Where are we at? I found, like, with the suspension on the EX, that's, as I've said in the first video, if you've seen it, I find that really, really good. So on the road, it's pretty solid. So for some people, won't be as comfortable as you'd want it to be. Like the V11, lovely cruising machine, and the suspension's constantly just flowing like that as you're riding along. You go over these bumps, it's just softening them all out. Whereas the EX is not quite like that. But then off-road, when it really wants to kick in, it does. So if you hit some big pothole or something like that, then it takes that. And actually then compresses. Or jumping off curbs and things like that, or potholes that you don't see, then it does actually work. So, yeah. Has anyone else heard anything else about the V12? Because we had a quick look and we thought, we'll find loads of other different things on there. But I can't find anything on it at all. There's been a few little bits and bobs and some videos and things, but nothing really. The tour starts 8th of October. This is Marty on YouTube replying to a comment, because me and John were on about going over there. The tour starts October the 16th and ends 8 days later. It's firm and people are already scheduling their vacation. Details for coming out over the next few months. So when he says vacations, he means holidays. They just use strange language. I wonder where that came from, the difference, where it's split off between holidays and vacations. Let's have a look. I want to send that now to Jonathan, because he might be interested in that. Does he come up? No, he does not. We didn't think it was 8 days, though. That's the other thing. We thought it was a couple of days, thought that was doable. I don't think 8 days is doable. I'll find out. 8 days is a bit long. A couple of days would be all right, yeah. So we're planning to go over to the US essentially and do the tour. That's what we wanted to do. Sounds like right. Have you got a bookcase for the garage yet, Ian? I've got revolving bookcase, small one, so it stacks up like that, and you can put books along that way, books along that way, and books along that way. Yep, and then you can turn it, so you can get loads of stacked books basically on one single one. But what I want to do is get another one of those, and have one for books read and books not yet read. That way I could take them, at the moment they're lying along the floor, the ones that are read, so I'm going to pick them all up and put them on a bookshelf, and then I can just swap them over. And eventually that bookshelf, essentially, well, they'll all transition, and then I'll start putting them per shelf, filling that one back up again. So that's what I want to do. So we'll get 2 more. It's only a cheapie off Amazon. So that office now, the outside garage stroke now, which is now an office, not a garage, is basically done. So there's a beanbag in there, bookshelf, the office table, we've got all the lighting done. There's one section of it, the garage side, which still needs insulation putting in. Board, special board going in there. Kingspan going in, board going in, and plasterboard on the outside. And the double sockets to be put in there so we can charge lawnmower and stuff, because the lawnmower is electric as well. Yeah, so that is pretty much sorted. Is there anyone else who's planning to go abroad, which we can't really do from the UK? So there's no, you can't really plan anything at the moment, so it's a bit all up in the air. But planning to go abroad to ride. So for instance, the ride that they're doing, the 8-day ride out, as it turns out. Anyone planning on actually doing that? Anyone planning on going anywhere and riding anywhere outside of their own country? That's what I want to know. And who is going to that ride that Marty's organising? I think it's Marty organising it anyway. I'll let him know. Talking about it on the live show.
I've counted the votes.
Yeah.
I think it's correct.
What is?
My counting.
Mario maintains his voting count is correct.
And it seems
so it stands.
9-9. Wins with 1 vote.
What, on this one now?
Yeah.
So at the moment, Seago is winning with 1 vote. So I always wonder what that black tea looking thing is behind you. What is that? That black tea looking thing is a handlebar for, this has sat there now for how many years? It's a handlebar. Doesn't usually come with this. One of my children made that. It's a handlebar and dashboard. Handlebar and dashboard. So that's the dashboard. This is the bar. This, you used to be able to change the size of this. So it went on a 9-watt Elite, which is like a Segway. It went on one of those. And this here, you get an adjustable, well, not adjustable. You could buy small, medium and large. You could also, years ago this is, you could buy a knee operated version. So you could do away with the dashboard. So it would make it like the Mini Pro, so it's like a massive giant version of it. And then you've got the dashboard on top, which usually boots up, says 9-watt, and it's got a battery in there, battery status on there. There's also a USB port underneath. With that USB port underneath, you could charge your phone, etc. Or, it used to come in the box with these, there was a little light. And you'd slot it into the USB port, and the LED would shine outwards, and it would be a front light. It wasn't much good, but it was better than nothing. Now, the question is, can I get that back on there? Oh, lovely. No problem. And then just hang that there. Back to it was. EUCs. Use this route. I've crossed out pedestrians. Forgot about that. Hopefully off to Thailand in June, July. Looking to meet up with a few EUC friends while down there. Wish I could travel with my EUCs to other countries. It would be amazing. So the only thing thing you could do, Marty, is go in the car, isn't it? So when we took some across to Spain, they were driven down there, so we didn't have to go on an airplane. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. It'd be great if we just lob on an aircraft and get over there, wouldn't it? I'm hoping to sort of scav some wheels whilst out there, so we won't take any. We just travel light and go. So we're planning really just go for a couple of days. So maybe 4 days, 2 days of riding and a day each side travelling. But it's 8 days. I think that might be a bit of a push, but perhaps we can do some of it. Amy's late today. She is. She hasn't rung. I have a feeling she can't be watching the live show, which is, you know, it's not really up for it, is it? Should I ring Amy and say, what are you doing? Shall I? Shall I? That would be so funny. That's never been done. That was breaking protocol. Jonathan has messaged me back, says, woohoo, I am sure we can make that work for the 8 days. Interesting. He seems very, very confident on that one. And before she does ring, I am going to ring her. That's what I'm going to do, because it's never been done. But she's not going to answer, is she? Because she would have rung already if she's, you know. She says unavailable. She's denied my call. Have I ever denied the call? Ringing back now. You alright?
Hello.
Yeah, you haven't rung?
Oh, right. Do you want me to?
Well, you're on now, so.
Oh.
Brilliant. Alright then.
Oh, yeah. Hello, bye. Thanks for ringing. Bye.
Yeah, see it. Do you want me to? No, I don't want you to. Oh my goodness me. Oh, what a nightmare. I don't know what she's up to, but obviously just not interested in the show. We need a battery rental service that has multiple locations like a Hertz. Oh, okay. I'm itching my eyes, by the way, because when you ride a mountain bike, for some reason, it throws dirt into your face. And it's like, ow, my eyes are full of dirt. We need a battery rental service that has multiple locations like a Hertz. Now, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? So, but you'd also need quick removable batteries as well. So you can actually, so just see what someone's written. You'd need to have quick detach ones so you could just take off the batteries and plug in new ones the other side. It would actually be really cool to have that sort of service, wouldn't it? But you just bring your wheel over, no batteries. The other thing is that sometimes these airliners, or aircraft operators, they will ban stuff based on the fact of what they think it is. So you could say to them, no, it's got no batteries in it, I've taken them out. They'd be like, no, it's dangerous goods or hazardous goods. So you can't take it. You say, no, there's nothing hazardous, I've taken the batteries out. And even then they're not happy about it. So yeah, it's really difficult. If Jonathan is planning the 8 days ride, please take a spare wheel with you. Brilliant. Excellent. I think I can pack a screwdriver in my luggage. Yeah, you need to take the batteries out first. Like the planned wheel from Kingsong that has AAA batteries in it. It's a planned wheel from Kingsong with AAA batteries in it. They will need more than one spare wheel if John is going. Exactly right. And in fact, I'm not sure. It could actually be a hindrance for me begging and borrowing some wheels. Because if they say, they're like, yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, I can have a wheel for you. It's not a problem. I say, yeah, John's coming as well. They go, we're a bit busy. When were you planning on coming? Yeah, still busy that day. It could be a bit like that. So I'll know if this deal goes sour, it's because John's been brought into it. Oh, now she's ringing. I should have cancelled the call.
Hi.
Yeah, I've already spoken to you though, so you've done this once already, so...
Yeah, but I just wanted to ring to let you know that I'm really interested in your show. I'm definitely watching it.
Yeah, definitely watching it, yeah. Yeah.
I was not just now, but I am now.
Okay. Were you doing something more important, like sleeping?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, you're thinking about it.
It really rang. And
Yeah.
that ruined everything, really. But thanks for ringing.
Yeah.
Just to say hello.
Got
I was gonna ring anyway.
Gotta go though, bit busy at the moment. Yeah.
Gotta ring, but I forgot.
Yeah. Alright, Anne. I'll see you later.
Because it was really important to speak to you.
Yeah. Bye.
But I forgot. But I love you.
Bye. Where are we? I'm jealous of our fellow Hawaiian EUC riders. I'd love to ride there someday. Ooh, you could go there. Just beg and borrow a wheel. That's the easiest thing of doing it. I think that the Kingsong wheel with AAA batteries was an April Fool's joke. I would imagine so. Do you think the airlines will still ban large solid state batteries? I think if you could prove that when you rammed a nail through it, it didn't do anything that was dangerous, then they would definitely allow it, wouldn't they? Because there would be no danger, no hazard as such. If it's just a chemical spill that does nothing else, it's the fire aspect, and where it comes from is if they're stacked on pallets, and typically it's loose batteries that are actually the problem, because you can have a pallet and they're sat on this pallet, but the pallet can, with a forklift truck driver or whatever, knock the pallet apart and nails stick up, because usually wooden pallets have got nails from the top down, hold them all together, and then nails can go up through and puncture through battery packs, and then you get loads of problems with it. So yeah, that is kind of one of the major issues there, is the accidental puncturing of the packs, which is massively less likely with an electric unicycle because they're encased in this lovely solid plastic. So it's really unlikely to get something to ram straight up through the panelling and into the battery all at the same time and damage it and then cause a fire. So that's very unlikely. Didn't they have problems with the batteries on the actual 787? Yes, they did. Yeah, the batteries within that were part of the aircraft. Yeah, absolutely they did, yeah. In fact, they were quite loose about it before then. You're supposed to write to an airline and they would say, yeah, no problem at all. I mean, I remember when we first started out, people do that. And they would send us letters of replies they'd had from companies that were running these aircraft and said, yeah, no issue at all. And then, of course, all this happened. And then these fires that we were just talking about, like on the 787, it was the actual batteries on that aircraft that caused issues. They then went, okay, 30 watt hours or less, basically. Which, of course, for us, I think, no, it's 100 watt hours or less is CAA, Civil Aviation Authority's remit. It's 100 watt hours, which doesn't do much good for the wheels that we can buy now, where you're talking 3,600 in the Monster Pro watt hours. So just a little bit over their maximum allowance. So yeah. The batteries can be used as improvised explosive outside of safety issues. Yeah, they could be. Of course, you can do that with pretty much anything. You can make firearms out of things that aren't even nothing to do with batteries or explosives. You can make firearms out of all sorts of stuff, can't you? And they have issues recently with people 3D printing firearms for one-shot guns, essentially, and also out of wood, so they wouldn't be detected. Rigged for Epic is in the house. Welcome. Damage waiver would be off the charts. John's damage waiver would be off the charts. It would be. It wouldn't even be signed off. I wouldn't sign it off. So, yeah. I was denied taking an empty KS 16S on board luggage. 90% of airlines just look for the PMD. Yeah, so this is the thing. As Ulf is saying here, as I was saying earlier, even if you empty the thing and have no batteries in it, they just make an assumption. And I know this because when we ship non-pressurized air tanks, so high pressure air tanks that are capable of being highly pressurized, but they're not. They're empty, they're non-hazardous, they are inert, they do nothing at all, they are empty. So until you fill them, they're not pressurized. That can cause major problems. So Royal Mail here, if they scan it through a scanner, they'll destroy it. Some of these tanks are carbon fiber wrapped tanks and they cost like 150, 200 quid. They just crush them. I don't believe they crush them. I think they go, that's worth 150 quid. They're not allowed to send this because it's a hazardous item. Someone just takes it home, sells it on eBay. That's my thought. But it isn't actually hazardous. They're saying it is hazardous because it's an air tank. It's an air tank that's empty. There's no room for explanation. It's like that with on aircraft. They go, nah, you don't even care. Nah, don't care if you haven't got batteries in it. It's like, well, the batteries are the thing. Yeah, so. And ban them all with or without batteries. Yes, real shame in it. Hi, Speedy. Would you say the upgrade on this S18 suspension with just one valve is now better than two valves, or it's just easy to configure? I think it's just easy to configure. Those two, if you have a look up the branding, they're very cheap suspension on those. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's cheap, it's bad. I'm just saying that they're inexpensive. Both different versions of that suspension unit are, sub £100. So they're not, you can upgrade it with Nolan's if you want for 500-600 quid. When I got my first MSX, it was sent to me by plane. It took 4 days to get it. It came by UPS. Yeah, not surprised. So there is a slight difference with cargo aircraft versus passenger aircrafts. So they handle the things differently depending on whether it's going on a commercial aircraft or not. So yeah, you do need to be aware of that as well. So they will allow, there's a slightly higher allowance, I think, with when they've just got a pilot and a co-pilot and another member of staff. So if it's just 3 people on, 3 souls on board, it's a bit different. GG next, 3,500 kilometers on a V11 and the bearings died. Was smart, so I bought replacement stainless steel bearings from a German manufacturer last year. Swap the bearing, now it works. PS, axle hangovers are horrible to take off. Absolutely they are, yeah. Now I'm waiting for warranty replacement motor from the Emotion that they promised. Well, keep pushing and hopefully you'll get it. Yeah, so Ulf is saying cargo is okay, but also still dangerous goods. Yeah, so it doesn't change the classification of the goods going into the aircraft, but it does change how they handle those goods. If you haven't got people sat on top of that stuff, you think about it, they usually store it in the undercarriage or whatever you want to call it, and you've got people sat on top, seats, 300 people sat along top of it. That's a bit different to having a pilot, etc., and a contained environment at the back carrying cargo. Huge difference, and less, 300 less people on board kind of thing. So, Earl, just to let you know, Ian, we're having a big ride here in the UK, so why don't you and the gang come along? UK EUC weekend ride out to Liverpool 2nd, 3rd, 4th of July 2021. Well, if you post up on electricpeople.org as an event, if you have, I'll take a look. At G&G next, how much were the non-standard replacement bearings? What model number? So he's, yeah, fine with that. Oh wow, that's quite pricey for bearings, isn't it? 107 euros with shipping. How much were the bearings? How much was the shipping? Was the shipping like 20 euros, or was it half of that cost of those bearings? I'd be interested to know that. And if you've got any more details on those bearings, you can link them up. Or if you could add them to electricpeople.org, because the links, if you link stuff up on this chat, for some reason it just doesn't show. And I don't even see it. I can't even say yes, allow. It just doesn't show. You think you're posting it. It doesn't show up. So electricpeople.org, go there and then add the the details of those bearings, because a lot of people with the laptops are shut off with V11s would want to know about that probably. Don't know what happened there. Sup. Anything? It's weird. I can't see that. Wow, I can see that chat on there. It's not come up on this chat. Saying anything on the V12. Nope, nothing at all. I haven't seen anything else on it either. TESE, hollow motor bearings are very expensive when in high quality. The problem is Toshiba. Possibly. Could be. Don't blame Windows, blame Toshiba. Maybe. I'm half convinced it could be. If anybody was on Facebook, I'm not sure they actually are. Just having a look.
Shall we do the winner?
Oh, winner. Have you counted them up, have you? Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Ah, also these. Yeah, I thought it was a name of. I was thinking perhaps you were saying it was a manufacturer of some bearings like Tessie. Is a hollow bearing, motor bearings. Go away. So yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Go Mario. Go Mario. Is it? Oh yay! Way I can see on the screen there. Oh, it's real. It's not CGI. This is actually in the. Oh, there's stuff in my mouth. There we go. And the. Oh, it's very long, isn't it?
Yes, it's 18 seconds.
Okay, let's wait.
That's it.
Is that it? Okay. The winner is
number 10.
Is number 10. The winner is 10, 10, 10. What does number 10 win?
£25.
Brilliant. That's my money he's giving away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you smiling?
Because that's my money.
Congratulations, number 10. So, 25 quid. Can you email in and you get £25 store credit?
Sea gold.
It is, yeah. Craig, it is, I believe.
Yeah.
What does the runner-up win? He wins...
Clap.
Mario says a clap. So Mario said clap. There we go. So congratulations to the runner-up who won a clap, a single clap. And to Craig, number 10. Pops would like a Speedy Feet hoodie. Thank you. Yeah, just pop an email in and I'll get that code across to you and then you can order it up. At that, 25 quid, basically you just pay for the postage, I think, which doesn't it cost. Also, as Prime suggests, he should win a biscuit, the runner-up.
Just one biscuit.
Just one biscuit. Yeah, he just said biscuit. So, just one biscuit. We're running low on biscuits. We've only got 8 packs left, is it? 6 packs? 5 packs left.
I keep count.
You keep count. Mario keeps count. So he's watching like a hawk and eating like a... What's the animal that eats a lot?
Blue whale.
Blue whale does eat a lot. But proportionately, a blue whale probably doesn't eat a lot. It's only because of its mass, isn't it, that it eats so much. So, which animal... Nothing to do with that, James.
Hummingbird?
A hummingbird? He's gone hummingbird.
Yeah.
Marty, thank you very much. $5. That goes towards a £25 store credit. That's good, isn't it? He's supporting the winner. The runner-up wins the chance to do better next time. Very true. Very positive attitude there. So we've got... No, it can't be hummingbird, can it? Oh, you mean because you say it's hummingbird small?
Yeah.
An ant, then?
No, because they use up a lot of energy as they fly.
Yeah, but ants, though, really small. You don't need permission to post anything. So Gigi is saying, was waiting for permission to post anything, was waiting a month, then give up. No, you don't. There's no permission. There's no holes barred on Electric People. So if you sign up, you just get to use it. So you can just post up. So as long as the email address is right, your login's right, you can just log in essentially and just use it. There's no admin moderation on it, put it that way. Birds eat more than their own weight. Over what time period? Birds eat more than their own weight. We're going off here, onto birds though. What I want to know is proportionately which animal consumes the most, because I want to make a joke about Mario. And we're running out of time to make that joke. It's almost gone past it now.
Like, why am I helping you?
Mario's now questioning why is he helping me to take the mick out of him. Not sure. Loves it would be my suggestion. Absolutely loves it. Big birds can eat loads. Very true. You are still talking about actual birds, not ladies, aren't you? That in the UK are referred to as birds. Ricks and Jack's Journey are saying whale. We've been there already. But I'm saying my argument was, because I said, and eats like a Mario went whale because it consumes a lot, but I'm not really on about its consumption. I'm on about something that would eat way more than you'd expect it to. Now, a whale you'd expect to eat a lot. But I want to find something that consumes a huge amount that it probably shouldn't. Like you see some real fat dogs and stuff, don't you? That should eat more. So, oh, just if you missed it, V11 bearing is the S61816 RS from Kugelga shop. One bearing is €50. So shipping with €7. Okay. A gannet. There we go. Okay, well, we will see you. Probably time to end. We will see you. You will see me and everyone else here on Monday for the weekly vlog. No wheels were broken so far since the last vlog, which is good. And then we'll see you on the live show as well. So sign up if you haven't already. You can check out the Patreon links and things like that if you want to support the weekly vlog / electricpeople.org. So, yeah. Right, we will see you next week.